it's wartime, right? And this plane, for some reason, only filled with, like, young boys. Like, no pilot that anyone can think of or anything. Like, it's just young boys, right? So, it crashes. Who's ever heard of a plane crash? No one? Good. Okay. So, it crashed into the ocean, and all these boys just, like, float up to the water, and they're like, hey. But, like, luckily, this plane crashed, like, by a deserted island. Like, they're good, right? So, like, obviously, there's a fat one. So he's in his piggy, because it don't look like. And so, like, what else do you do when you're on a deserted island? You have to come up with a leader, right? Like, go government. So Ralph, like, we've only known him for like 2 days, like, if that. But, like, he's responsible. So he's our leader, but not everyone likes it. So, like, this guy Jack, who used to sing in the choir, he just does not want he does not want Ralph to be their leader. But you know what? Everyone's like, fuck Jack. So they're all just like, you know what? You're our leader. Also, they find this really disgusting shell on the ground, and it's their speaking shell. You can only speak when the shell's in your hand, but the leader kind of holds the shell the entire time. So barely anyone gets to speak. Anyway, so, like, you know, Jack organizes everyone, and he gives them fair jobs. Like, these choir boys who have clearly never been out of the, like, in the wilderness, he sends them to go get them their food, because that makes sense, right? Like, hey, you, I know you used to, like, sing and all, and, like, probably used to practice, but, like, I need a deer. So, they're like, okay, and, you know, the little fat friend, obviously, he can't do much. Chubby. So, he's, like, walking around the island with Ralph, being like, Ralph, you're so cool, though. And Ralph's like, I like you. This is why we're friends. And Jack's still like, this motherfucking bitch and this motherfucking club trying to take my shit. So he's like, I want to be the leader. And so he kind of, you know, like any good leader, is like, I'm going to steal some of the guys. We're going to start our own government on the same island. I wonder how that will go. Meanwhile, no one is looking for help. They are all just hunting and playing with conch shells. So,
the magic conch shell.
Now, one night, they keep hearing these weird things in the woods, by the way, and that gets like really awkward, and they're like, oh my god, like, what could it be? Turns out to be a pig. But, so they decapitate this pig and put its head on a stick. And they're like, this is our god. Because, you know, like, what else would you do to a pig? Nothing. Why would we eat it? No. We're all super full. So the only pig we found in days, let's cut it open, leave the body to rot, and put its head on a stick. Sounds good, right? So, you know, we have our hunters who have all these sharp sticks. We have the sharp stick that has a pig head on it. And then we have our government. So, we're doing really well for ourselves. Still, the only help that we have tried to do is make smoke signals, because we can obviously see land from here. Anyway, so they're like on top of this mountain, they're like, smoke signals though. And so then they're like, okay, we're gonna have like a fun night. So they're all like on the shore, partying it up.
Group event.
Group event. That can only end well, right? So Ralph's like, guys, I know we've been having trouble lately. Jack, I know you're trying to overthrow me. Like, whatevs. But like, we're just gonna have a huge party though. And so then he's like, so just everyone meet on the beach. We'll light all the firewood that we have for the next week. Responsible. We'll eat probably grass because we killed the pig and just let it rot. So salad for dinner because we're healthy. And then, like, let's party, right? But meanwhile, we're gonna leave the shortest kid named Simon in the fucking woods by himself. Even though there's a lot of fucking noise going around and we're all fucking scared, we're like, hey Simon, go check that out. No one really likes Simon. So we send him into the woods, and he runs out with a pig head on. And so clearly we're like, it's a pig, right? Like, it has hands and feet, but it's a pig. And it's wearing clothes, but it's a pig.
It's a pig.
And so then we're just like, oh my god, kill piggy. And so we basically just like attack him, and we have this really fun night of like stabbing this pig to death. We wake up in the morning and kind of look over and we're like, oh, it's Simon. That was fun, guys. Like group bonding. But apparently some people liked Simon, so what they do is some people rebel. once again, all we're doing still to try to get help is to light smoke. Because planes that crash around here will help us. So, us all still in our nasty ass school uniforms that we probably slept through for like weeks on this hot ass island, which, by the way, hasn't rained yet. Been here for like 4 weeks, hasn't rained, whatever. Tropics. Also, we climbed this mountain that would probably be a volcano, but no. For this plot, it's not a volcano. So then, like, Piggy's, like, walking around, and Jack's still being a fucking bitch. And so, like, you know, tensions rise. Like they do in our real government. It's reflective of ourselves. And so, like, also, everyone fucking mourned Simon for a really fucking long time, and it gets drawn out really long, and we're all like, okay, like, he's dead, let's eat him. Because, like, we didn't eat the pig, we should probably eat Simon. Right?
Yeah.
That's good.
It was probably nasty, though, at that point.
And so, like, Jack and his fucking bitches are all like, we hate Ralph because he killed Simon. Big fucking deal. So then, like, half the fucking crew is like, over to Jack's side now. So I have like 3 people left. So I have the fat ass and the 2 little boys who don't do shit. So I'm fucked. And then Jack's over there like, I have everyone else crushing the plane, which once again was just filled with a bunch of schoolboys. And I'm like, alright guys, we're gonna kill everyone. Like every single person.
Can I borrow your thing?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, they get in trouble, and Ralph's like, let's go attack them. I know they have like 1,000 people, but like, we have 3 of us, so we're good. They go and they try to fight him, and these guys that work for Jack have for some reason got this huge ass rock on the edge of a cliff. And Piggy's just looking up there like, ooh, I see that rock. And so then they're all like, Piggy, and just kick the rock off the cliff, and Piggy dies. And no one really gave a flying fuck about Piggy dying, because like 2 seconds later, this fucking boat shows up, and they're just like, oh my god, son, I found you. It turns out Ralph's dad is in the military. And they're like, oh my god, we found you. And they're all like, oh, by the way, we murdered 2 people on this island. And they're all like, we just won't tell anyone they were on the plane. And yeah, so,
Forgot about that shit.
so I think that that's going to be a really great book. It's probably going to go down in history as one of the best books ever written. And it just gives us like feelings about ourselves, right? But you know what would make it even better? If it took place in the Poconos. I mean,